Once upon a time, there was a young man named Tim who was madly in love with Sarah. Tim decided it was time to win over Sarah's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Snootington, renowned for their high standards and love for wealth. Tim, nervously twirling his thumbs, sat across from the Snootingtons in their opulent living room. "Mr. Snootington, Mrs. Snootington," Tim began, "I love your daughter deeply and I wish to marry her." Mrs. Snootington peered at Tim through her diamond-studded glasses. "And what do you do for a living, young man?" "I'm an aspiring artist," Tim replied proudly, hoping his passion would shine through. Mr. Snootington raised an eyebrow. "An artist, you say? How will you support our daughter financially?" Tim, undeterred by their skepticism, explained his dreams of becoming a famous painter. However, the Snootingtons weren't convinced. "We can't let our daughter marry a starving artist," Mrs. Snootington declared firmly. Heartbroken but determined, Tim left the Snootington estate, vowing to prove himself. Years passed, and Tim's paintings gained recognition worldwide, fetching astronomical prices. One day, a wealthy art collector visited the Snootingtons' mansion. Admiring a painting on the wall, he remarked, "Do you know who painted this? It's worth millions." Mr. and Mrs. Snootington gasped in disbelief as they realized the artist was none other than Tim. "If only we had supported their love," Mrs. Snootington sighed regretfully.